Hey, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Hello, peasants.
Welcome in. Marco, hello. Wow, that's a lot of work you did over there on the maps. A lot of mapping work. Impressive. On the Discord, Marco put in a couple of different maps. Red Heron is here. All right. With a 450 watt streak, currently on a 70 stream streak. Whereas Debofly is on a 450. Whoa, he also a 450 watt streak on a 30 stream streak. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Watch has reached a 30 stream streak. I can read. I know I can. I'm just sure of it. Welcome back to Highway 1, everyone. What am I thinking about? Oh, yes, I'm here in the B-17 today. I don't know why. I just thought I would fly a radial again. This is our third flight in a radial, I think. Something like that. We did the DC-6, by far the best one. And then the B-25. We don't have a B-24. And now the B-17. And it's making me sort of... wouldn't it be great if PMDG did a B-17? But that's not happening. New map is better. Keep running out of ChatGPT tokens to use Claude instead. Mileage on top right corner. Rollovers have more info in sidebar to go directly to the leg. Let me go over. Let me just look at something here. Let me go here. I'm just going to go over here and while I search. Well, I download that new one. I'm going to download the new one. Cobra says hello. Watching for a moment. We'll join later. Who wins? Joel starting the B-17 or Cobra getting home and booted up? The B-17 is no DC-6. Just let me tell you that. Just keep that in mind as you wonder how long it's going to take. Oh, there we go. There it is in... Why is that going inside itself like that? It doesn't like that. No, stop that. Now, I'll one moment I'll have it up in just a second. I was going to do it before the stream, but I got sidetracked reading manuals. I was reading about the difference between the DC-6 engine and the B-17 engines. And then I was, because it's practically the same plane except for, well, everything. And then I was looking at, I was just thinking about warning people. If you're going to get the Dufane, the Dolphin, whatever it is, you can get the manual right now. And I highly suggest it because I will not have time to get through it all before Tuesday, I don't think. It's 117 pages. So it's pretty involved. It's pretty involved. This shouldn't take me long. I just have to download it over here, and there it's it's going to the right place already. There it is. And then grab that thing. Go over here and open it. Is that right? Yeah. Why did it do that? Okay, this may be the old one. 134. No, this is the new one. Okay. This is the new map. Sky Command says, happy Sunday, friend. Hope the flight goes good. Interesting that you've chosen to be the handsomest and not a super... Far from a supermodel. Indeed. My mic sounds really hot today. Is anyone else noticing that? I don't know why this is going on. It sounds like... it sounds really loud. Interesting. And I didn't change a darn thing. I didn't change a thing. Maybe I have my stuff up. Yeah, I have my volume up. I was listening to something else. I get it. If I turn my volume way up on my headset, my mic sounds louder. Isn't that crazy? So you tell me if this is the correct one. Is that the latest and greatest? I'm pretty sure that it is. Look at this that Marco has done. There's all these clickable points. This is the entire route we've done so far. and it even has the mileage and everything. So 5,097 total miles, 79 days. But it's only 19 legs. How could it be 79 days? Oh, is that because of the days that includes the total amount of days since we started? 268 average leg, 268 miles average, 79 day. Roll over one of the routes. So I'll roll over last route. This is today's route is there, and our last route is here. There we go. 420 miles distance. Is that right? Did we really go that far? From there to there? I thought it was 300 and something. Anyway, there we go. Whoop. Go ahead. Stop. Curtain to Port Hedland, which is where we are now. That was leg 18. We're on leg 19. So here we are on leg 19. It says it's going to be 294 miles. That can't be true. That can't possibly be right. Anyway, that's the latest, right? So that's very cool. Thank you again. I hope you don't spend too many tokens on this stuff. I'll be spending tokens on flights with Joel. 282 nautical miles. Yeah, that's what I thought. In little nav map, it's 282 nautical miles, and he was explaining in the Discord what the difference is. It's Marco says, fix the route cause was that the PLN files only contain in-route waypoints. The departure and destination airports themselves were never included in the coordinated list, so that the first and last segments of every leg were missing from the distance calculation. Really? Weird. The fix looks up each airport actual lat lon from our airport's data and bookends every leg's waypoint list with the true departure route. I don't know which one I trust. I don't know. Yeah, that is pretty awesome. I think it's using Great Circle navigation. Which one? You think, here, let me get this down so we don't have to stare at this the entire time, although that would be fun. This goes along with what I'm doing. The map does. Okay. It seems like the distances are too far because they're even showing us in little nav map. They're even showing us leg by leg. Boy, my buttons are slow today. They actually show us the difference for the distance for each leg. So we can just add that up and get our mileage, and it isn't that far. This is here for navigation, but it turns out this is going to be, in a B-17, this is a very challenging landing. Right there. Is that the one I tried? Tried some little teeny airport. Oh no, it's this one. This airport is incredibly challenged to get down in a B-17. So if you're in anything like a B-17 today, like I think I saw someone in the DC-6, yeah, have fun. Have fun. This will be great. Fantastic. We'll put that back. Would have been better to go the other way around, Joel. I guess we got to start all over again. Oh, really? It's better to go the other way? So we'll just immediately... Oh boy, I talk loud. We just immediately go the other way. I got to check something. Why does it sound like my mic is... I didn't save... Oh, I did change my settings slightly on the microphone. I did change them just a little bit. Maybe I need to go... No, that's not that different. Okay. I'm hearing things. It's all me. It's all me. Well, we're going to have to go around... We're going to have to get a route around America to hit all the national parks. That'll be fun. Oh, that's the other thing coming out. So national parks are coming out a week from yesterday. A big helicopter coming out Tuesday. And we'll just see how far I get on Tuesday. In other words, how much I know by the time I jump in and try and do a flight in it. I will try and know as much as I can. I'll try and have it together as much as I can. Whoops, what did I do there? I hit two buttons at the same time. I don't need that yet. So the B-17, it says in their info, woo, who's floating? It says in their info that they will have 2024 stuff. It says they'll have 2024, but they don't yet. They have nothing that I can see. So let me jump. Let me do this. We're going to jump in here, and we're going to put in take out. We're going to take out, put in, take out. We're going to open this, and we're going to throw in these ground elements, even though they look a little. I'll be honest. They look a little FSX-y. Does that make sense to anyone? It didn't, and it didn't work. Oh, and it's broke. Okay, what? That was, oh, I think I put the GPS. No, that was it. Oh, today they're not even working? Enable chocks. Ground elements. Nope, today they're not. Oh, there they are. Okay. That was weird. I think I was too close to see the ground elements. So, yes, there we go. This was put in. This has been here so long. They've gone over and repaved the runway several times. But the Jeep was sitting there and they didn't bother moving it. So it's embedded into the tarmac as they didn't move it. This is very FSX modeling there. Come on. Oh, well. I am having fun with it. I'll be honest. There are some things that are cool, but not everything. I thought that I would be able to open this somehow, and there's no way to open anything that I can find. Zero way. The problem that I'm having is that I recently flew, like you can't take these out. I recently flew the DC-6, and it's not, it's just not fair to compare, but it should be, right? It should be fair. And it's still sitting over there. See, that is, of course, this is more, a good deal more. This is almost almost twice the cost. Not quite, but almost. And well deserved. Oh, their multiplayer model is not. The multiplayer model is not the single player model. Not quite up to it. Okay. So now I have to go back in here. Oh, that's not what camera I'm in. I have to go back in here and get rid of all this. And we'll be off in no time. I gotta beat. So if I go like that, oh, that did do it. Okay, that got rid of everything but the chocks. And the chocks are supposed to remain in for start anyway. So chocks are in. All the other ground elements are gone. The lock is off, even though this lock should be on when you get in, but it isn't. The crew members are gone. Now, here's the weird thing I had. Let me look around here first. Okay, so it only gets rid of one crew member. All the others are still in here. It's on the tablet. It says crew members, but it only gets rid of one because it would be kind of nice to be able to look around where on their stations without them here. But the only crew member it gets rid of is this one here, the one closest by, who's all going to get very warm in that outfit. Seeing as we're probably not going to go to 20,000. What's the other one I have? Oh yeah, so I got this guy, Radio Man, who has this gun here. So where is that gun? That is, yeah, I thought the Radio Man was right here. Oh no, he's here. The Radio Man's back there. Back there. And this one is up front. This is the navigator who runs that. Yeah, there's the ball turret in front, but not a ball turret. I learned that the other day. Oh, so he got taken out. And then there's one more here. That's this one. Oh, where's the other guy? There. No, that's the tail gunner. That is the tail gunner. But I also had the nose gunner. Uh-oh, I lost him. Nose gunner got lost in the shuffle because, oh, darn it. Only so many buttons. I'll go check out the nose gunner. Microprose used to be big game in flight sims when I played on my phone. That's right. And actually, I'll be honest, if you go to the Microprose website and you look at their games, you look at their artwork for their games, they still look a little like something you might be playing on your 486. It still has that kind of feel to it. So the fact that they did this much, and they may be improving it yet. They have improved it somewhat. It just, yeah. So I also haven't gotten a good picture of this. This is not in the checklist. And the checklist doesn't work great. Oh, these are what I got. Okay, remember to turn those on after I start. Okay, everyone remember. Thank you very much. I go here. And we turn on the fuel boost pumps. We might as well just turn them all on. You do one at a time, basically. And let me check something now. If I go out here,
now what I have for you
there it is.
Today is a potato-encrusted scallop with lobster foam, and we're going to top that with some nice cream fraiche.
Now I can start. I can continue now. These do nothing. I have noticed that the opening closing of the, oh, is it going to do it today? No. The cow flaps stay in the position they're in. They like their position. They have a position on it, and they like it, and that's where they stay. And then they start. These are the mixture. That's the mixture, and they're backwards. So I just put my lever, which I don't have a camera for. I'm going to set that camera up for next flight because I'll need it soon. I'll need the control cameras soon. That's all I'm going to say about that. And then that is all the way back. So the procedure is to hit the Energizer button. This says mesh. It says Energizer in the start. It says, but this says mesh. You hit the mesh, then you hit the starter. Once it's turned over enough times, then you pull on the mixture. So watch what happens when I start engine 3. See, it just put it there. It does start. It should start. No, it's not doing it, is it? What did he do wrong today? I've got gas. I don't think there's anywhere to turn it on. Oh, no. I know what I did wrong. So turn that off. Nope. There we go. Turn that off. And he needs... anyone know? Energizer buddy. Anyone know what I did? I did nothing! Okay, you have to turn on the... You still have to turn these on. You have to have spark in any engine. Any engine. Even a diesel has to have spark, but it makes it differently. Now, and we'll put this back. Now we'll hit this. It automatically brings it in, which it's not there. There's that little bit of smoke. Little puff of smoke. All I can hear is the P-58. Oh, it didn't start still. It's giving me the business. Give me the business. Photoman just subscribed for 5 months in a row. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What did I miss? My fuel pumps are all on. Boost pumps are on. Fuel shutoff valves are open. Those are open. And try again. There it is. That's going to do it, right? I had to give it a little more gas. There we go. That's going to do it. So the proper sequence is like 3, 2, 4, 1, something like that. We'll just go for... that was 3. We'll go for 2. I do like the smoke, but compared to the B-25, as you can see, it's not there at all compared to the B-25. And yeah, I've seen the real ones start. They put out quite a bit. One of these used to come by our airport once a year. I have to check the schedule. And you could take a ride in it if you wanted to. And then we'll hit one, which is there. There it is. There it goes. There it goes. Again, all we're hearing is that wonderful P-38 throbbing. And there's the gauges. So these don't, you're not really going to, it's not like the realistic ones. You're not going to get yourself in trouble. It's not, this is not Black Square. Wouldn't that be amazing if Black Square made one of these? You know who used to have one of these? A2A had a B-17. If only it was easy to update stuff, but it's not. We all know that's really not the deal. Okay, that's... Whoop. Oh, this is... I started 4 and the smoke came out of 3. So that's another kind of interesting thing. So all 4 should be started up now. Should have a start on all 4. They should be at 1,000 RPM. That's manifold pressure, yeah. Really? Oh, wow. It doesn't want to get to 1,000 RPM. No, that must be 1,000. It must be the manifold pressure that's at 1,000, not the RPM. Okay. Will these lights help me at all? Not really. Not in the daytime. It's very dark. I don't know if you noticed. It's very dark in mine. And we're just about ready to go. Is Cobra here? Yeah. There's a full view. Full view of the area. It's exactly what it looks like. Go to my exterior view and see what I've got. P-38, a DC-6. Oh, I see. The DC-6 is not coming out. There are so many guns on this. Just the expense of the ammo's got to be insane. Oh, chocks. Take the chocks off. Take the chocks off. There we are. And Beethoven, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome in. So we are going to attempt, this first landing is basically just to see if I can do it. It's not far. What am I looking for? This right here. Okay, so look straight ahead. There we go. Oh, but I do want to, I don't know, I ran out of buttons. Am I using that button? I'm using that button. But is it the same? Wait a minute. That button is there. Okay, so I'm going to make a new button right now. Not with that. We got to use the Alt arrows. So we're going to go over here and go down here and go further down and go forward. Look at this compartment. This thing's pretty amazing. Let's save that. So that goes right there. Okay. So this is the front compartment with the navigator and the bombardier. This must be a second navigator. What, they have 2 navigators? This is where all the action happens. Oh, this is maybe... I'm confused. I got the real lowdown when I walked through a real B-17 in Palm Springs, but I'm forgetting exactly. It was a long tour. The guy said a lot. Full of information. A lot of stuff. But the bomb site is around here. The Norden bomb site is here somewhere. Is it further up? Is it further forward? Oops. Oh, I see. I'm hitting the wrong button entirely. Is it way up here? Yes, there it is. Down there. It's down there. So the autopilot connects to, the earliest autopilot connects to this when they're doing a bombing run. I'm pretty sure that's it, because he looks through there and then he controls the aircraft with this. So it does have, it should have an autopilot. It even does have an autopilot. It is right there, but it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. However, it's not very necessary with this aircraft. Let's see where I'm going. I'm going over there, right? over there. Yes. All right. Let's head for the freeway. And I can't get the tailwheel to unlock. I can't find the tailwheel lock. Oh, yeah. The tailwheel lock is here. But I can't really get it to unlock. Is this not doing anything? Are these not full forward? Oh, the props aren't full forward. There we go. Should go now. There we go. There we are. There is a B-25 over there. Cool. Cool. There's everyone. All right, I'm actually convinced now. I was trying out the Parallel 42 name tags again. I'm pretty convinced that I like the regular ones better. I don't like these nameplates. Show additional data. Take those off, because it comes out, that's just easier to see in all white. There we go. Flaps are up, engines are on, lights are not. Oh, those don't do anything. Can't touch those. Those don't do a thing. My co-pilot is supposed to be doing all this stuff over there. And this is about the middle of the runway, isn't it? I've got a 7-knot wind straight ahead of me. Dead ahead is a 7-knot wind. Yeah, I want to go to my left. It's a very long runway. No worries. Can people hear me? Is that too loud? It does idle, so it's not going to die at idle. I do like that. And I think, oh, get over there. I think that gives me room there to get off the ground. I think that's good. Yeah, recognition lights don't seem to work. Are my landing lights on? Landing lights are on. We are just about ready. Just pull on into other people. Or I'll get out of the way, because everyone's faster than me, I believe. Here we go. Tail should come up at 60. There's my speed. Uh-oh, come on. There we go. It all came up at the same time. Everything took off at the same time. Gear coming up. The longest landing gear procedure in the world. 1 year for your landing gear. It's gonna get there. I still haven't quite figured out where the up indicator is. Hope my co-pilot knows. Yes, off to our right. And we'll be going. Cool. It's a good takeoff. There are elements of it that really look great. Leave on the 40s music for just a moment. It turns like a slug. Turns like a slug. What is that over there? Oh, I forgot to look at this area. There's a lot to look at, but it's hard to do a tour guide thing in this aircraft. Oh, it looks like our second camera is closer to real time. I'm just going to go by these windmills. I see some windmills dead ahead. We have some weather today. I said windmills. I meant turbines, wind turbines. I owe you a history of this area and the name of the movie. First, the name of the movie, Red Dog, is the history of a wonder dog who was in real life, known in Western Australia in the 70s. Oh, that's so cool. I love Wonder Dog. In Kartha, where you didn't land, they have a statue of the dog. I think every Aussie knows the history. It's very funny. It's a very funny movie, which also shows the hardworking people who work with the iron ore. We'll find the location of the state. It's too bad they don't have that in the sim. That's really sad. I would do a special trip if they did, but it won't show up as anything but a little blip. Those are not windmills. Those are stacks. Don't worry about my heading there. It's all wrong. Here we go. 199 full throttle. If I move it back, this cruises at around 200, and I can't get this one to quite do it. 200 miles an hour is the cruise. So let me pull this into an actual cruise configuration. About like that. And you'll see it'll settle into about 200 miles an hour. So not even 200 knots. At 170 knot cruise. And the dashboard worked today. How about that? How about them apples? Still working. Ah, you beat me. Ah, see? I hate to say I told you so, so I will anyway. It's because, you know, it ain't no thing. It ain't no thing. It's got some great features, but the whole realism bit isn't quite there. Isn't quite there. So Beethoven is showing me, oh, the dog on Google Maps. Red Dog Memorial Statue, Dampier, Western Australia. That really ought to be in the sim, shouldn't it? Let me throw that up here. Boom. There it is. Isn't that cool? Love it. There, now we can see it better. Try to level off and look at the dual. Buggy! Oh, that's great. Wow, I really want, if I had the confidence, I can actually do most of my things blindfolded. Most of these moves in the background, I barely have to look if I just pay attention. I remember yesterday what I found was that the throttle really helped with my trim. You really do trim with throttle on this one. It helps a lot. How we doing out there? B-17. Got the name of this one. It's got the name somewhere, right? And I am cruising ahead, so I will ease back a bit more. So we'll go about 35, 24, or 23 is fine. We'll cruise it about there. So is this the trim reel? Because it's not the trim reel. Like I can't find the trim on this thing. I just know where mine is. Is it up above me or something? Oh, here's the radios. Radios are here. But the main radios are not, I don't do anything with because that's for the radio man. That is not for the pilot, chief pilot. And there's our road just here. I'm right over the road. Gotta crosswind right now. I hope I don't have wind on this landing, this first landing. It is a doozy. It is tricky. You can always catch us at first stop, Cobra. That's the best bet. Oh, I do have the manual open for this too. The manual for the B-17. Where is it? No, that's the actual information about the real B-17. Operations manual, Flying Fortress, B-17G. Your companion for learning and flying the aviation's most enduring aircraft. Now, if I find this here. The product features are not exactly there yet. They list the product features, but they're not all there. There's 6 liveries, custom startup and combustion smoke. Well, okay. Compared to the Cessna, sure, they're custom. I was looking for the credits, though. Is that way at the end? Because one of our flight sim community is kind of involved with this. I don't know how much involvement he had. He wasn't that impressed with its early days. Developers, flight model, 3D models, external teams, marketing team, consultants. Oh, no, I'm not seeing it. Nothing I was trying to explain is true. Well, I can't find the information. I can't find all the info I was looking for. There we go. Let's just go down here. Fly down here for a minute. And now, see, I'm hands off. It's just trimmed. So the autopilot is not super necessary. We are descending. Fix that. Since someone opened the panel, I'll just panel fly it. Coming to our first airport, it is 2,404 feet, and there's barely room for the gear on this aircraft. So this will be interesting. I had a really hard time finding it yesterday. Really hard time finding the airport. Airport code for number 2 is Yankee Mike Lima Alpha. Yankee Mike Lima Alpha. Oops, that's wrong. I put in an I and it's an L. Not India, Lima. There you go. The wear and tear is pretty cool. And that looks like they had to patch the wing there. Looks like patchwork on the wing. Is that the airport? Is that it? No, it's not that. That's too big. It's smaller than that. I do have to start slowing down, though. Let's slow it down. This guy you have to pull it almost all the way back. Frequency 78, if they're at an airport, maybe they're not down yet, because I think, no, that's still too clear. That patch there is too clear. Where's my airport? I flew right over it yesterday and didn't see it. 2,000, yeah, I can drop a little bit. I think they are at it. You're at it. Okay, thank you. I can see your name tag, but that is it. That's all I got to go by. And of course, my little nav map. Try and straighten out. So I'm basically on a left base. And I'm going to have a crosswind. Crosswinds in this are crazy, right? Hey, Roberts is in, I think, the 190. It's either the 109 or the 190. One of those German planes with the 9. I still can't see it, and I know he's at the airport, and I still can't see the airport. There it is. Oh, it's so teeny. All right, we're going to land on a dot in a giant bomber. There we go. There we go. Don't climb, don't climb, don't climb. I find that I have to start putting flaps in to get anything to slow down. Flaps indicator is right there. I guess I could start the world's slowest gear now. Seems like I should come out of the turn before I start putting gear down, though, doesn't it? Oh, I'm climbing. That's my problem. Don't climb. No climbing. That's the opposite. There we go. Also, don't drop at 6,000 feet per minute. There, perfect. And start the world's slowest gear. There they come. Here they come. Uh-oh, I'm diving into the ground. Don't do that. All my flaps now. Let's just dump them out there. All right. I don't have a way for people to say my rate, but you can bet on whether or not I make it. Oh yeah, I got a good crosswind. 10 knots. I'm going to do a full stop just because. Just to see if I can. If a wheel's a little off. If a wheel's a little off the runway, it's no biggie, right? Full left. Oh, oh, oh. Come on, come on. There. Oh, no, it's not stopping. Oh, not doing it. Go around. Flaps back in. Gear up. Yeah, I'm going to give it another try because it's fun. Yeah, definitely go around. Woo! Now it doesn't want to get the speed up. There we go. Wow. Flaps are up. Gears up, right? Yes. Holy mackerel. Got a nice view from there. Very nice. I'm just going to keep turning. Yeah, I got to be much slower coming in. I thought I was too fast. I mean, too slow. But it wants to be 100 over the fence for an aircraft, 100 miles an hour. For an aircraft this big, it just seems wrong. But it's how it works. It's just how it goes. Try again. Don't know why I'm not getting my speed back. Oh, I guess I was climbing too much. We'll go with the gear out here. Gear first, then flaps. Try that. Bringing in the flaps. Give myself room here. Don't get all crazy high. There we go. More flaps. Whoa! I'm on the wrong camera. Here we go. There we go. Alrighty. So I'm at 150, but I could be at 100 right now. I don't need to be so fast. Flaps. Keep on turning, keep on turning. I don't think I'm going to stall at 140. Is that it? That's it. That's it. There, this should be better. Flaps. Yeah, this is much better. That's the sound I need as I get close. Stay right about there. Right about there. That's okay. This might work. I have an 11 knot crossing tailwind. Slight tailwind. That's why I couldn't get down. Okay. Flaps. That notch made no difference. Flaps. Last notch of flaps, no difference. Slow down. So I need to touch my wheels at the threshold of the runway.
Problem in the cockpit.
The cockpit? What is it?
It's a little room in the front of the plane where the pilot. That's not important right now.
There it is. There it is. Yes. Yes. Are you on the ground? Can't tell. Yes, it's on the ground. I'm just slightly off the runway. There we go. That would require maybe a new tire. Maybe a new tire, and you know, there's a lot of tires. Whew. Okay, flaps up. Now for the challenging part. Which way should I take off? Now I've got 8 knots of wind. It's still I'll turn around. I'll go down here and turn around because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There's no good choice. There goes the B-24, I believe. B-25. It's a crosswind either way, yeah. Would be nice to fly with this airplane into a big VATSIM event. Well, you know, it doesn't make any difference unless everyone on VATSIM has the plane. Otherwise, they just see you as another airliner. So, because of the way the multiplayer works, it's not like it's anything special, unless everyone already knows. And I think there's been VATSIM events just around this plane. Okay, here we go. This is going to be even more difficulty. And my crosswind is which way? Oh, there we go. Mighty Tiki taking off in the B-17. You have to use brakes to get this straight on the runway because the tail wheel is really weird. Oh, I think almost. Am I off the ground? Yeah, that wasn't pretty. Gear coming up. Woo. Letting the speed build up. And we're just about on the, our next one is twice as long. Next runway is twice as long. We're just about on track here for the next runway. So we should go here.
G'day, pilots! This is Flights with Joel! Coming to you live from Australia! Come join the flight! Yeah, we're going all the way round! Engine start, feel that sound. Wheels lift, we're skyward bound. Red earth waking far below. Long road winding, here we go. Around we go, around we go. Highway 1, come on, join the show. Around we go, feel the vibe.
Grandpa Grizzle, what's up? Glizzy, what's going on, Grandpa? Where are you guys? We are in Australia on Highway 1.
Endless blue where the sea winds flow. Jump in, chat, yeah, roll with us. Feel that lift, that endless rush. Down under, but we rise above. Spirits soar like the skies we love. You're right here, don't watch alone. This is your flight. Welcome aboard. Highway 1, we're chasing the sun. Around Australia, come have some fun. Highway 1, yeah, we've just begun. All together, we fly as one. Around we go. Join the flight. Don't fly solo. Around we go. All in now. Let's go. Let's go. City lights to the outback wide. Switching scenes on this endless ride. From your screen to the open sky. You're flying here. You're part of the ride. 14,000 K to fly. Every mile through the sky. Flights with Joel, yeah, drop a follow. Join the flight. Let's go full throttle. Highway 1, we're chasing the sun. Round Australia, come have some fun. Highway 1, yeah, we've just begun. All together, we fly as one. No worries now. Hear the sound. Voices rising all around. Chat lights up, we feel that glow. You're right here, part of the show. Feel it rising, engines roar. More and more and more and more. Sky and road in perfect sync. Round we ride, don't even blink. Around we go, around we go. Highway 1, come on, join the show. Around we go, around we go. Feel the energy, let it grow. Highway 1, we're chasing the sun. Round Australia, come have some fun. Highway 1, yeah, we've just begun. All together, we fly as one. Flights with Joel. You're not watching. You're flying.
Alrighty, back into it. I think I need to descend for my next airport. I am just climbing forever. There we go. Let's descend. Coming into Sherlock Bay. Sherlock Bay, which doesn't look like a bay at all. But it's called that. That's its name. That's the name of it. There's Cobra. Cobra seems to be in the Spitfire. Ooh, I got a 14 knot wind at this altitude. Let's see how it works out as I get closer. I'm looking at runway 28 and I am high. I'm never gonna make it. Okay, let's cut the engines. Let's just dive. Let's just dive. This is a dive bomber, right? This is a dive bomber. I may have to do my second go around of the day. Crudly bumps. Crudly bumps. There's 300 what? 300 miles an hour? Yeah, 300 miles an hour. My wings will be fine. They will not come off. Absolutely stupendous. This may be a flyby and a go around. Oh, now I have a 13 knot crosswind. That's not what I want. And I don't see a runway at all. Zero runway. Yikes. Is that it there? That is it. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that down. Go around number 2 of the day. 12 knot cross. Ouch. Ouch. Can I just land the other way? Oh, it's getting better as I get closer. All right. Check it out. Right over Red Heron. As he lands. Woo! Nice. And I'm still barely slowing down. I've had the throttle back since I dove. It's barely slowing down. Bring it back around. Bring her back around. Now I'm slowing. Okay, finally. Don't need to speed up. You just need to keep it where it is. It is a glider. I mean, look at those wings. Look at those wings. It's a gigantic glider. I'm trying to spot my runway. I don't quite have it. I'm trying to cheat here and spot the runway that I just missed. Okay, I'm lining up for it, basically, more or less. Where is it? Wow, I really don't see it. I see all the labels. Yeah, I think I just have to be closer before I see it. I have to trust that I know what I'm doing. Give myself room. It's my big problem. I always want to get in there too fast. Just relax. Relax. My gear coming down. Only way I have to confirm. My crew would have to tell me. I just, where's the gear indicator? No idea. No ideas. Did I miss it still? Oh, jeez, I went too far, didn't I? It's going to be a very short base to final. There we go. That's the sound I want. Now let's see if I can get in here in 4,000 feet. I was able to get down in 2,000 feet. I think that's it. Holy mackerel. Where is the actual runway? What the actual fart? Oh, there it is. This is bad. Okay, all the flaps. All the flaps. We're going to try it. I think we can make it. What do you think? We can get down. So I got to look at my map and stuff. Hear those engines just relaxing? It's like the tail doesn't do much on this. Oh, nice, Space Cadet. Landing right over the top of me. Oh, no, 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 don't bounce. Don't bounce. Oh. There we go. Now we're solid. We're solid on the ground and way off the runway. Even though I'm trying to differential brake. I'm trying. Come on. I can't get the tail to work. The tail wheel. It doesn't. I can't tell what's going on with the tail wheel. Okay, there we are. There we are. The flaps back in. I will look from this side for a minute as I look at us. Our next airport is there. Wow. All right, I'm going to pull off and take a quick break now. Some of it's been a short flight so far, but we have many more long legs. It's actually going faster. This time it's going faster than I thought. We got in pretty quick. Let's get out of the way of the runway. Just gonna motor around the airport a minute. And miss this guy. Miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it. Nope, nope. I'm taking out his tail. Ooh, yeah, I just took it out. All right, I'm going to hang out for just a few moments. Oh, he's already on the stream. He's already on the break sort of flight, it looks like. We'll be right back. You can do better than that. One moment here. All right, this is working. All right. Here we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Here we go. Here we go. Where was I? It's 2:30-ish. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is he going to put it down? I'm going to watch. I'm going to check it out. Nice. What's wrong? Oh, I'm on the wrong buttons now. I'm using the wrong buttons. Okay. There we go. All back. So somebody asked me on Discord about which bomber to buy. And if I was to say currently, with my current knowledge of all the bombers I've purchased, which is 2, the B-25 wins thus far by a good margin. If you really want the feel of an old 4-engine radial aircraft, the DC-6 is far and above. And I mean far and above, and there he is there. Not even comparable. But if you just want to see one of these bombers in action, I would have to say the B-25 is better because it has the version that did the Tokyo raid. That's really, and it's just, there's so many better things about it. So here we go. No, here we go. Nope, can't go. Hey, thank you for the sub. That is so awesome. To sub with your subprime, with your prime sub. Much appreciated. What's wrong with my aircraft? Did it die? Is it dead? No? It's not moving. I think I put the... No, that's off. Maybe it's because I'm in the dirt. P40. Coming in. Oh, that is the... I'm sorry, I'm confused about where... No, I'm right. I wasn't sure I was on the right side of the runway. Oh, is there 2 P40s here now? Time for favorite question. Where are you at in the great world? We are in Australia. We're putting another shrimp on the Barbie. We're still following Highway 1. Even have some great artwork that at least 4 people really liked. And we are at... If you just put in plan every time, if you put in plan, it always has the plan. And so we are currently at... Is that the wrong plan? No. Yankee Sierra Romeo Kilo. Yankee Sierra Romeo Kilo. So that 3rd airport on the plan. That's where we currently are. And we're heading... There's lots of airports in the vicinity as well. Loading up now. All right. Very good. And I'm cruising at about 200 knots. Can anyone confirm or deny that? I think I'm cruising at just around 200. So keep that in mind as you load up. Okay, props are full forward. The mixture is full rich. The lights are on. Landing lights are on. I can't get the other lights to work. Oh, I've got a full crew. Woohoo! Let's go. I have a 12-knot crosswind. That's going to be tricky because this guy does not want to go straight down the runway. And there's a DC-6. Come on. It's coming off the runway now. There we go. There. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, don't go back down. Ah! Crawdad in an attack helicopter. Hey, those don't exist yet. Roughly 175-ish. Closer to 200. knots. I've been doing about 250 miles an hour, or 200, right? Something like that. You should be okay at 175. We've got stops. I'm now going to climb up because this area is kind of flat and there's a lot of interesting features. I'm going to climb to at least 5,000, 5 or 6,000, and see. Put this thing where it belongs. It belongs in the sky. I mean, in the altitudes. Really should be at 20,000 or above. That's why their suits plug in. All of the suits have plugs so they can survive at minus 40 in an open airplane. That's why their gloves are so thick. Death Crow says roughly, I must be flying it wrong then. Has been able to bait. Wrong then. It has been a little bit since I flew it. If you fly it correctly, you're going to be at 175 knots. That's actually correct. If you're flying it right, I've been firewalling it. So if you're flying it right with it pulled back to like 30, 35 and the prop at about 24, then you're going to get around 175. That is correct. Always keep in mind that Flights with Joel usually flies things wrong. Zybok, hello. Check your fuel. That's a great idea. I was supposed to do that at the airport. Oh, I think I'm going to be okay. Yeah, I've got a bit of fuel left. All right, my engineer is supposed to keep track of that anyway. That's the engineer's job. Nope, no animals down there. We are now climbing. Our climb speed is 170 miles an hour. Full throttle. Yeah, a lot of fuel. I should pull back, technically, I would pull back to 45 here to climb. There we go. Cheers! If you're not doing it however you want. Exactly. That's kind of how I think of it. That's why we're not out here in the computer planes, which is mostly what tube liners are now. They're computer planes. At least this has a place for the autopilot. I wonder if they will ever put it in. And the reason I figured out where the autopilot is supposed to be is I looked up autopilot on the internets and I saw the instructions for the A2A FSX B-17 autopilot. You know what most of you know what I'm talking about. The airplane was a little more involved than this. You could probably blow it up. I don't think it was one of their fully, what do they call it? It wasn't one that had everything, full realism, but it was still pretty incredible. It's only climate at 50. Do I have my flaps out? I do, I have flaps out. Okay, put those up. There we go. Watch this. We're in trouble now. All right. And when I asked, just to continue the bomber discussion, when I asked others about the best bomber, most people have said the Lancaster. So if you know anything about the Lancaster, that's kind of the British, it's the British version of this, kind of sort of, not really. It's what they were using. Whoa! It was what they were using at the same time we were using these. I think the Lancaster came out first. And I had a model of the Lancaster when I was a wee lad. I made a really cool model of the Lancaster. Only fly on handheld PC these days. And I honestly don't care for the procedures. I just want to be up in the air and enjoy when I do, which is rare now. Just being up and in the air and enjoying is a really good way of looking at it. I do enjoy, I don't care about procedures, but I do enjoy getting into the aircraft more and more as I fly more. It gives me something to do. but also because I'm showing other people what something does, I tend to get deeper into it than I would if I was just flying about. I mean, the main thing is, like, when I get a new plane, I jump in on a runway and go. I don't go through the start procedure and stuff the first time. But Tuesday, I might have to do that the first time just to learn it. Luckily, it's a FADEC start. Oh, wow, look at that cloud up there. Is that a oh, no, that's a reflection. There's a weird reflection on the window right there. That is in my plane, right? That's not my screen. Yeah, that's there. I was thinking it was my computer for a second. Okay, I'm just passing 4,000. We'll go to 5. And look at that out there. See, I just want to see some of this landscape. Really amazing. You like the B-24, but there's only a freeware version, which kind of meh. Yeah, a lot of people would love it if they put out the B-24. I guess in reality there was more B-24s than B-17s. It's just the B-17 is more famous. I'm not exactly sure why. I guess more movies have been made about it. Now we're at 5,000. We'll stay here a minute. We'll stay here for just a moment. See how that does for me. B-17. I do like reading about the different aircraft. B-17 Fortress, Flying Fortress, redirects here. The Boeing 17 is an American 4-engine heavy bomber aircraft that was developed in the mid-30s for the United States Army Air Corps. A fast and high-flying bomber used primarily in the European theater of operation. The B-17 dropped more bombs than any other aircraft during World War II. It is the third most production bomber in history behind the American 4-engine consolidated B-24. That's what I thought. And the German multi-role 2-engine Junkers Ju-88. The B-17 was also employed in transport, anti-submarine warfare, and search and rescue. I didn't know it was ever employed in transport. That's a pretty big plane for transport. Was pretty impressed to learn B-24s flew off aircraft carriers, which is insane in itself. It was, and there's a great movie. I was inspired to get the B-25, the B-25, because it has the version that flew off the aircraft carrier and attacked Tokyo. And early in the war, too. They did that very early to try and prove they could. And that's about all it did, was prove they could. And there's a great movie about it called 30 Seconds Over Tokyo. It is old, but the B-25 shots, pictures of it and such. And they explain kind of training for it. And you can kind of do the same thing if you get the B-25, because it has the B-25B model, which is what they use. It has literally the same aircraft that starred in the movie, because the aircraft is really the star of the movie. Oh, the Pilbara, name of the region. Aha. Yeah, the B-24s were still too big. They never would have made it off an aircraft. But a B-25 is quite a bit smaller. But when they took off, they had a full load of bombs. So they got rid of most of the armament so they could take off with a full load of bombs, and not only a full load of fuel, but extra fuel. They actually had tanks in the back, even though they knew they would never make it back to the aircraft carrier. They ditched their bombers in China. Well, they meant to land in China, but most of them didn't make it to the airport. Not old, only from 1944, before the war was even over. So they couldn't, they didn't call it the Doolittle Raid. The name of the movie might have been The Doolittle Raid, but it was 1944 and that was still top secret. So they call it 30 Seconds Over Tokyo. Yeah. Is that the whole movie on YouTube for people? That's pretty cool. I can't remember where I found it, but yeah, it's free in a couple places. Couple places you can watch it. They had a B-24 on the Midway in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think it's been a few years since I was there. What? No 24 minute? Sorry, 14 minutes? What's 14 minutes? Is that a 14-minute video of 30 Seconds Over Tokyo? It's probably all the aircraft stuff. Oh, and it was cool. I went to IMDb, 14-minute video. Okay. I went to IMDb and looked at how they did the movie because I was like, wow, those really look like... Those look like real planes. Of course, when the actors are in the planes, they look like a projection screen with actors. But on the outside, it's like they've got some B-25s here. This is the real thing. So it turns out for the aircraft carrier scenes, they built a full-scale aircraft carrier, and they had 4 B-25 in a studio, inside a studio, and they had 4 B-25s that they used to for a mock takeoff. But they would just rev the engines and then cut to real world scenes of the real B-25s because they had footage of it. They had to record it. They wanted to show how cool they were. So the footage you see, or a good amount of it, is the real deal. It's like actually the footage from World War II, and probably recorded by famous directors because there was a lot of famous directors in World War II recording that stuff. Frank Capra being one of the most famous. Capra. Who's also the guy that did It's a Wonderful Life. He was a World War II movie maker, photographer, and director. All kinds of cool stuff. Cheers! Cheers! Sounds like something Howard Hughes would have done. You know, if Howard Hughes wasn't already in his stage of... Howard Hughes was already kind of out of control and not directing anymore, or he would have. It does sound like something Howard Hughes would have done. He was busy trying to get the Spruce Goose to fly before the war ended, and unfortunately that didn't work out. Spruce Goose did not fly. I think it was 46 that he finally flew it. Anyway, it was after the end of the war, and the Army was like, what do we need that for? That's silly. Slowly losing speed in the P-38. Gear up, flaps up. Oh, did you run out of fuel? How about your fuel? Is your fuel also up? Get it? Fuel's up. Were you being fuelish? Look at that now. Wow. Wow. Love flying that plane. Love World War II military planes, and float planes give me both. Yeah, that's true. You can get a float planes. I wish they would do a nice, what am I trying to think of? PBY. It'd be great if they'd have, there's a freeware PBY, but it would be great if a developer would do one that's a little nicer. There's one here where I live, and I got to walk through it. They're much bigger than I thought. I thought PBYs were small. They're huge. You could make a nice little tiny home out of one of those. Kit Fox is here in the, oh, I'm forgetting the plane. Come on, Microsoft, tell me what that plane is. There's Cobra. Cobra's in the Mustang. Nope, it's not going to tell me what that is. It's a MMB 39, is it? 339? Another awesome jet. They did a lot in World War II and after, and the story that Quint tells in Jaws about the boat he was on that went down and all the sharks that were attacking everyone. That's who saved them, the PBY. At the end of his speech, a PBY comes in to pick everyone up. And that's when he was most afraid. I think there's a fair amount of them still flying, but I don't think there's any of them still working. There might be. They might still be working somewhere in the world. But I know there's a fair amount of display planes. What do you call them? Just flying around, showing people the aircraft. I wonder if the one at Eugene is airworthy. It might be. There's this tiny little airport here, and they have a PBY. I mean, air museum. The airport's not that tiny. Got an 8,000-foot runway, I think, which is adequate. Adequate. Oh, look at that though. Look at that scenery. The Indianapolis was the story. Yes. The Indianapolis, and it's a real story, and they work it into Jaws because what he's saying is real. I guess the actor wrote the speech because he thought it was terrible, so he rewrote it all. Sean, not Connery, Sean. Oh, hey, that's wrong. Actually, and it was the actor's last film. Come on, what is the name of that actor? I'm totally blanking here. I'm having a brain fartage of the brain. Two nice World War II side by side. And now we have a mix. You watched the most recent movie on it with Nick Cage during Shark Week month, which is next month, so almost time again. Robert Shaw, thank you. I knew someone would have it for me. Thank you, Robert Shaw. Very sad that was his last movie. His son has made a play about making Jaws, and I'm just not sure if it's any good, but it's kind of cool. He played his dad in the play. You love the spit most. There you go. Well, there's one right there. Spit right there. Oh, now I've got to descend. And I'm late, aren't I? Okay, here we go. Bring it back. Well, there's a spit for you then. Well, there you go then. Is that the airport? I can see the airport and I'm at 5,000 feet. That's a bad sign. That's all wrong. This runway is 3,411 feet. Also a fun ball. Oh, Robert Shaw was great in everything he did. I mean, he started making movies in his 20s. He was always good. And he played a lot of villains. He actually played a lot, yeah. But he was one of those iconic, absolutely iconic actors. He, amazing that they got him to do Jaws because Spielberg was completely unknown. He had made one movie, Duel. Thanks, I'm flying the Silver Spitfire. Nice. Has anyone seen Duel? Some of you must have. You're my age. That was a made-for-TV movie, Duel. One of the scariest highway movies ever. Now stationed in Denmark. Ah. Photoman says, yes! Yeah, Duel. It's brilliant. And so many of the shots in Duel you will see in Jurassic Park. The shot with the mirror, objects are closer than they appear. That is from Duel, and there's many others straight out of Duel. He uses again. Okay, I'm fine now. I have a 15 knot crosswind, but that'll probably be gone. That was not the airport that I saw. I don't know what I was seeing, but it wasn't the airport. The airport, I think, is there. I think. Oh, I'm saying there, but you can't see me. I'm invisible. Okay. I think that is the airport. Every time I go away from Red Heron, he comes up with just the most brilliant shot. Look at that. There it is. P-51s with full flaps down and the Spitfire. What's great is you can see that at a lot of air shows. You can actually see those kind of formations along with a Corsair, and then they'll throw in a jet. The movie with a truck. Yes, the movie with a truck. And the truck is really... The truck and the old car were kind of the stars. There's a great YouTube video about making it. Great video about making that movie. It's hard to imagine that Spielberg would have a hard time getting a movie made, but, you know, he'd never made one at that time. Although he had directed a lot of TV. But he had never done it. It was with McLeod. Dennis Weaver, who was also a staunch environmentalist and built houses out of straw bale. And built his own house out of straw bale. No, not straw bale. Compacted tires. He built a house out of compacted tires. Whoops. Going over here, dropping the... Oh wait, Red Heron's gonna be first. He's about to touch down. I am way too high. I'm never gonna make it. Oh, maybe I will. It's a long runway. What are we doing here? Are we stopping? It's we stop. We'll touch and go. We don't need to stop. Yeah, so we're doing those 100-mile stretches quick. We'll just touch and go here. So then, McLeod from 1970 to 1977, movie of the week, 7 seasons, but it was only once a month, I think. I think they switched off. It was McLeod. Oh gosh, what were the other two? McMillan and Wife, McLeod, McMillan and Wife, and Columbo. I believe those were the movies of the week. Am I gonna touch? Is it gonna be a float and go? Oh no! I don't have my gear down. Oh, that was good. Last minute, one of my crew members informed me that my gear is up. All right, thanks, Bob. Woo! Oh my gosh, which of them said so? This guy, he yelled all the way from the back. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you guys missed it. That was incredible. I was an inch. I was an inch from scraping my guy out right here. I was an inch from scraping him off, and I saw it, and I adjusted. Oh man. Oh. Jeez. But no, it wasn't. You see, I saved. It was imaginary save in my imaginary aircraft. Absolutely spectacular. It was one of these. Oops. There it is. Wow, it was slow. Took a while. That crowd was asleep. They weren't ready to cheer. It is so flat out here. We could fly at 1,000 feet, and I don't think we're going to hit a thing. Because I don't have any birds. Really, really flat. Okay, let's pull her back. Pull her back. There we go. Movie Bros 1776 says, "Hey Joel, it's me, Tetris. Tetris Troll. Just changed my username to match my YouTube username. You can still call me Tetris Troll though. If I have to, I like Movie Bros 1776. Just remember you were live. Sorry I'm late. No worries. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for the follow. Thanks for re-following. Much appreciated." And everyone, I had quite a few people follow last stream. So I'm just re-thanking those folks if any of them are here. It really does help. Really does help the stream. I mean, I could call you Tetris Troll. I could call you Movie. I could call you Bros. I could call you 1776. It all works. It all works. You know what I'm saying? It's back here drinking me coffee. Whatever floats my boat. And I am flying, and this is a boat, I'm telling you. This is a boat. This would probably float. I'm really bummed I wasn't on the right camera for that because I could never recreate what I just did. It was so good. And no, I can't. I caught myself. No recreating it. But my city's air show starts this week. So excited. Nice. A lot of air shows and car shows happening in the coming weeks. There, now I can stay on that camera for a minute and just hang out. Make whatever mistakes I want. Whatever I want. Boy, look at this though, the scenery. I mean, this scenery is not, there's nothing really here to see, but it still looks amazing to me. I love this kind of stuff. This is the serious outback. Don't get stuck out here if you don't know what you're doing. Hopefully if you go out here, you have a vehicle of some kind. Because if you're on foot, well, you better like eating snakes, right? It really is beautiful. Even upside down, it looks good. I think we have 2 stops left. 2 stops left. And the last stop is only 35 miles from the next stop. So, not too far to go on this Sunday cruise. Flying a plane in the outback would be safer in my opinion. No worry of snakes. Yeah, no kidding, right? Way safer. And I would think if you're driving in the outback, even if you're driving highways, I hope you know all the different snakes and spiders that can bite you. I think, isn't Australia the place that has more things that could kill you than anywhere else in the world? I think that's Australia. Of course, if you look at the numbers, it's still probably much more dangerous to be driving a car than hiking in the outback. Oh, this goes good with this. Reminds me of the DC-3 that flew over your house a couple days ago. Did it stop at your airport? Can you take rides in it? When one flies over my house, I know that, oh, it's that time of year again. They're gonna be given rides. I've never paid to do it because it's expensive, but I really think I should next time I get the chance. I'm not getting any younger. I'll just say that. We are just to the west of Millstream Chester National Park. Just to the west of that, we are between Marty and what's this down here? Nantura. Between Marty and Nantura. Headed for the next airport is near Cane River Conservation Park. Cane River Conservation Park is next to our next airport. No, it was flying to Chicago. They gave rides if you go to the city it's from. Might be worth driving 2 hours just to fly in one. It's even worth it if you haven't seen and walked through one. It's worth it just to walk through one. There's one at the museum near me. And there's one at the museum in Palm Springs, which I've been to a couple times. And in Palm Springs, I think it's $5 donation to walk through it. Basically crawl through it. I mean, they tell you, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. And when you look around here, I mean, look at, let me see if, whoops, that's not it. Oh, I'm not in my deal. So, first of all, oh, come on. First of all, you have to crawl into this hatch. You can't even see it. That's the hatch. There's not another way to get in. Well, there kind of is in the back, but they have you go this way and go that way. They have you go in here and out the easy one. So it's like, if you can't get in here, you're probably not going to make it through the plane. Would love to do something like that, but I'm saving all my pennies for Vegas. Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, there's probably a museum near Vegas that has one. I wouldn't be surprised. So then, that's the tail gunner. Where's the next station? That's the first station you see. So you go through there, and you come back here, and you see this guy. And the ball turret is back there, and he has a gun. Everyone has a gun. So this is Radio Man. And then you go this way. There you go. And then you're in the main part of the plane, and this is the ball turret there. So that's right. We are now back here. There's the ball turret. And you couldn't get in it. They wouldn't let us in. Can you believe it? Oh, man. And then you keep going. Oops, I keep grabbing the wrong control. And then you keep going back. No. Go back to where you were. Which was that one. There you go. So then you keep going back. Oh, and there's the tail wheel. Where's the bombs? There's a spot where you look down, where you have to climb over. You have to go through the bomb bay to get back here, but they might have skipped that in this one. This is the front of the plane. A very big station in the front. This was closed off, but you could look in. So you couldn't actually go in. You could just look in it. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. So now... is that the bomb bay? Was it before that turret? No, it's after. It's back here further. Let's go back this way. Let's go back here. No, it's still... Huh. They don't really have the bomb bay model, do they? They don't. They don't have the bomb bay modeled. Interesting. Okay, anyway. You gotta climb over the bomb bay and check that out. It's pretty amazing. You're going to the air show in the same city as the DC-3 is from, because they're one of, I think, 5 U.S. air shows to have the red arrows. So excited to see them. Oops. I think we already had our big air show. One of the big air shows already happened this year. The one at Tillamook, which is the Evergreen Aviation Museum. They just came out with a scenery for it, and I was so unimpressed, so bummed, because I've been waiting for years for somebody to do a good scenery for Tillamook. Space Cadet says, took a ride in the B-24. Awesome, you need to go do it. Oh, nice! Nice! Yeah, in Palm Springs, you could go for a ride in a DC-3. It was very expensive for that. But then again, to go, you could also go on a P-51, but it's like $1,000. So if you're married, that's $2,000, $2,000. That's more than helicopter rides. Fly with y'all Tuesday. Granted, I'm not busy. No guarantee I'll fly a helicopter. And that's okay. You don't need to fly a helicopter. We'll be in a new one anyway. No worries. You can fly any plane you want. I had an idea where I'm going to fly, and now it's gone out of my head. Oh, I think I have to fly to oil fields. I have to fly to oil rigs somewhere because of what we're flying. Tuesday, we'll be in a new plane. You can go to Taug's hangar and find out all about it. What's that? What? Oh, I just saw an interesting thing added to the calendar, and I'm very curious. Very curious what that is. I'm going to put this in here, even though I didn't get a free one like the rest of the flight simulator streaming world. I'm still going to be checking it out on my stream because I'm a helicopter guy. So here, right there and right there. Uh-oh, what's that? Press the wrong button. There it is. That's what's coming out Tuesday. Most people know this by now. KSNA whoa, $500 to go in a B-24 or to go in a P-51. Still, that is not bad. I mean, that money, I'm not complaining about how much they charge. It's just that it depends. I've had a hard time convincing the other member of the financial team, I'll say, about doing that. Boy, this video is really good. Very good. They have the video right there. And they also have... Oh, where's the thing? Oh, here it is. Learn more. So you go here. And that pretty much looks like the one that they fly here in Oregon. That's pretty much what ours looks like. Just like that. Oh, man. I just realized. I have to, so I'm going to kill that. I'm going to go like that. And I'm going to get back on track. Sorry, folks. Sorry for anyone who might be out here flying along. There we go. Yes. Apologies. I will go back towards the airport now, and I can lose about 500 feet or more. Oh, I see. My throttle slipped a little. My throttle slipped forward. That's why I keep climbing. Yeah, it's beauty. That is that's going to be in the contention for the top 3. I mean, a lot of people like the 60. I'm just in the real world, I like this helicopter better, even though it's too small for a lot of the missions. It's amazing helicopter, and there's 2 versions. The manual is 117 pages because it explains like how helicopters fly and how this helicopter differs from other helicopters, and the SAS, the autopilot. Years ago, there was one at an air show. It was when I was training. I was training to get my license, and there was one at an air show, a fly-in I went to at the airport. And he was telling me how they land with the autopilot. Like, he loves to land with the autopilot. He likes to beep trim it to the ground. So they come in, I think he said from about 50 feet, they just beep trim it down. So it's just way better that way, you know? More gentle, more precise. I'll give myself props for taxiing parking and probably shutting down on A10. There you go. Well, it's not that hard in Microsoft Flight Sim, is it? The A10 is not that difficult. Space Cadet says, oh, for the B-24, yeah, I think that's a good price for the B-24 ride. I don't know where they put you in the B-17 when they take you up. And they have to have a minimum amount of people. But what I was starting to say is, you know, all the money goes right back into operating the planes. These are all operated by nonprofits. And, you know, the amount of oil it costs to take someone for a ride is just crazy. Just the amount of oil it burns is a lot. This next airport is at 25 feet. Is that right? 25? No, 258 feet. It is 4,900. Longest runway is 4,900 feet. There's two. They're both dirt. And right now it's favoring 2-0, but I'm a long ways out, right? Not a long ways. I'm a little ways out. Little ways out, and I'm going to really try and be on my scene in case I screw up again. Such a brilliant screw up. It was brilliant. You had a friend that knew the pilots of the B-17 that crashed in Dallas. They used to let him ride in the bombardier seat. Oh, I don't remember the B-17 that crashed in Dallas. Was that recently or a while back? Oh, straight in is my best bet at this point. This particular time, straight in is going to be perfect for... I think I've got enough runway there. Or 2-0. Straight in 2-0 is what I'm looking at. That's what we're looking at. That's what our navigator says. It was a couple of years ago. Okay. Yeah, I don't keep track of accidents like some streamers do. There's one terrible one every year with warbirds because they're really hard to fly. And the people flying them, in most cases, are my age or older. Even Tom Cruise is my age now, damn near. He's in pretty good shape and all, but... You remember that? That was sad. Didn't a P-51 hit its tail or something? Oh, if I remember that vaguely. Right. The B-24 we could crawl all over after takeoff. Oh, awesome! They just let you go wild. That's so cool. So you could be like you were actual crew. Crashed in 2022 at an air show at Executive Airfield in Dallas. Okay. Yeah, bummer. Switching now so we don't miss my landing. In case I do another gear up. God, it's so good. Tom Cruise, 63, July 1962. July 1962? Dude's older than I am. Did not realize that. He is older than me by like 6 months. Okay, I gotta keep it together here. That looks like pavement. I thought it was soft field. I thought it was all soft field. And I'm thinking I'm seeing a paved runway. That's probably not it then. If I think I'm seeing a paved runway, that's probably not the runway. Nice flyby. He turned 64 on Friday, right! Sorry, P63. That's crazy. So when he was in that movie, Born on the 4th of July, he really was pretty close. Are you from 1963? I am from 1963. Yes. That's pretty good. You did some math there. That's where I'm from. You too, all right. Cheers. You know, he might look like he was born in 62 if you saw him in person with all his, like, you know, he wears makeup. That's all I'm saying. He wears makeup. There's no guarantee because of the industry he's in. There's no guarantee that that's his hair. It might be. It's definitely not the color. But it might not be his actual hair. Yeah, cheers to you. Mm-hmm. 1963, very good year. Maybe that's why I like American Graffiti, the movie, so much. Because its tagline is, "Where were you in 62?" He kind of needs to be in good shape, but he definitely stays in shape. He works incredibly hard in order to do those stunts. And I shouldn't say this because I know most of you are Tom Cruise fans. I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan. Very excited to see his next movie. If anyone hasn't seen the trailer for Digger. Digger looks like really weird and good. Okay, that airport is coming up fast, and I am not seeing it. Anyone else see the airport? I better slow down and get ready. Gear first. Let's drop that gear right away. Uh-oh. Oh, that's my problem. Something's wrong with my gear. Is it because I didn't turn the generators on an hour ago? Oh, Jesus. Is this the problem? Christ. Or did they just break on their own? Is the airport there? Is that the airport? Ah. There they come. There they come. You know what? I think it was because of my generator. I don't think that is the airport. What I'm seeing is not the airport. No, we're good. We don't need to go any faster. You do not see a strip. Oh no! Uh-oh. It says on little nav maps there is one. It should have 2 runways also. There's dual. Are you sure it's... Am I not right over it? There's a house over here. I don't really see a strip though. I see, oh, that's the highway. That is not it. Oh, cheese and crackers. Well, our next trip is only loose definition of an airport. Is that it right there, though? Ah! Sorry, folks. We're only 35 miles from our final, but since this has 2 runways, it's right by the river. Okay. Of course, the question is, and where's the river? Red Heron found it. Now I have a 10-knot wind, getting better. Is my flaps? I have 2 degrees of flaps in. I might need to go by and come back. Land, check our fuels, check our snacks. Yeah, the sim map shows no oh, really? The sim, so it's one of those. It's not in the sim. It's probably old and not really here anymore. I'm looking for, wait a minute. There's Red Heron. Oh, there's the river. I see the runway that I was supposed to be on. Well, crude outline of a runway. I think it's right there. Oh, but there's a better runway. Okay, that one's pretty long. Okay, so we will go with that. Here, let's just put her down. At least no one... at least none that are not overgrown. Ah! Can we get it in? Can we do it? Look at this. Look at that. Come on. I'm at 100. It actually lands at 70. And you can't feel it land. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna be like in the next county. Nope, nope, we got it. There's the runway, see? Right? Red Aaron's right on the other side. Oh my God. Nine knots crosswind. Okay, I'm gonna pull in here. We're gonna just check everything, and like I say, there's only, well, I hope the last one's there. The last one, uh-oh, let me check my last airport. We should probably check it, right? This is Yankee, is it November Tango? Yep, Yankee November Tango. That is where we're supposed to be. And there's an overhead of it right there. See, it's freaking fantastic runway. It's fantastical. Oopsie, I don't want that. I have 44% fuel because this aircraft is designed to fly a long ways. It's designed for extremely long bombing missions. Yeah. Gotta say, I'm really impressed by the base. Are you really? I'm really unimpressed with it. I've always hated it because it doesn't land. I've never gotten it to land like a plane should land. You're from Space Cadets from 1964. Another good year. My first car was from 1968. It was only a few years newer than me. All right, we can take off anytime. Like I say, 35 miles to go. Oh, wait, I was going to make sure that our last airport is, in fact, in the sim. Let's make sure. How can I make sure? How can I do that? In Flight Planner? Yes. YPPD. The last one is Barradale is there. It's at 287 feet. It has runways, recommended 2.8, and it doesn't say, there we go. 4,000 foot runways. Type, game, surface, type, short grass. It's a game runway. It's a runway in the game. It says so right. Oops. It says so right here. Mr. Roberts says, your plane is moving. Oh, yes, it is. Just a little bit. I got to put the brakes back on. Thank you for that. It's moving because the runway's there, so we might as well go. Thanks again, everyone, for coming out and enjoying another Flights with Joel. Just a few more miles, because 35 miles is pretty short at this speed. We are moving. We are moving. Are my flaps out? No, flaps are up. I took care of that. We'll do an outside view. Look at my wheels just digging into the dirt. And at this speed, the rudder just quits working. It just quits working. Another X on the B-17. It should start working, but it quits. In other words, when you get up to speed where the rudder should start, it stops. Crazy to think we're only a couple of years away from an A-10 being a warbird. Oh, interesting. You mean being a classic? Being a, yeah. I'll always just think of the old Vietnam era birds. I mean Vietnam, World War II. World War II are still the ones I think of, even though a lot of the World War II planes, or a few of them, were also in Korea. I even think I think they flew the Corsair even in Vietnam, in the early years of Vietnam. Just a year after I was born or so. Oh, they're getting ready to retire it, yeah. Now we follow the river for a second. Or is that the road? That's the road. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, of course, they're going to use planes that still work. Well, that hasn't always been the philosophy, though, now, has it? That hasn't always been the philosophy of the armed services. They have retired many great planes, and replaced them with planes that maybe don't work as well. The Harriers just retired? Actually, that's amazing. I didn't know they were still working. That's incredible. They want better, more stealthy, more... Well, it's interesting because the aircraft of today that are piloted, the piloted aircraft of today, in reality, are... What is the word? They're no longer relevant. That's the word. They're no longer relevant. At least the ones used for war. The F-35 is the Harrier replacement. Well, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, the F-35's had a lot of problems. Obsolete. They're obsolete, yeah. They're obsolete is the word. Because drones are just the future. Drones are the future of especially military flying, but really they're the future of flying, unfortunately. It'll take a long time for them to replace airliners, but they're gonna, the H-145 that they just made a unmanned, no, wait a minute. I think so. I think it's the H-145 or 135. They just made an unmanned version. And it's working. And also, I think Robinson has made an unmanned version of the R-66. I think that's what it is. Just got my commercial drone license. Well, there you go. There you go. I know Scruffy Tam used to be a drone operator. I don't know if he still does that, but he used to be a commercial drone operator. If any of you remember Scruffy Tam, the air show in my city is going to have a MQ-9 Reaper drone on display. So excited to see that. Yeah, I'm not as excited about drones. They have, just about every air museum I've been to in the last few years has got some type of drone. Dirty Bulk Bear says, hello, would anyone here be open to flying the Friendly Skies fully automated? What? Oh, yes. Yeah, right? Well, it's coming whether we're into it or not. I wonder if they'll tell us when it happens. I mean, you're mostly automated now, right? If you get in one of these aircraft in the sim that is a new commercial aircraft, you'll take off and a few thousand feet off the ground, you'll push a button. And if you're really following an IFR, it works better if you're pushing buttons. Not us. Hadn't considered pilots being replaced. Yeah, especially because there's a pilot. It might happen faster because there's so few pilots. They're still having a massive pilot shortage, at least in the US, and I think worldwide. And for some reason, air travel in the US keeps going up. I don't understand it. The more they charge, the more people want to fly. Automated fighters can't take over. There's some things that need to be done by humans. Yeah, I'm not sure that's true. I'm not sure that's true. Look at that shot there. Amazing. Oh, and then here's a slower bit of it. Slower and higher. There's our highway, Highway 1. Can't take over. Well, yeah, and I think the errors will be worked out soon. I'm surprised the errors have not been worked out. It kind of shocks me that they are not further along, but it's pretty complicated. I mean, they can auto-land. Commercial planes now can auto-land. As a matter of fact, if you look up B-17 on the internets, like YouTube, anywhere on the internets, it'll take you to this YouTube video or several YouTube videos about the B-17 that landed itself. So even in the early days of autopilots, because this had one of the first, this had one of the first, they could land themselves. And there's a story about, I guess the entire front was shot off of a B-17. And I don't know what it means. I haven't watched the video. I'm assuming it means all they had left was the autopilot to land the thing. That's probably all they had. Unfortunately, markedly untrue. They've been running trials with F-16 drones. They perform better than human pilots most of the time. Yeah, it's Gremlin Aviation. Of course they do. Pilots have got this whole thing about having a brain, having emotion and fears and angers and, quirks like being human. It's the same with automated driving. I love driving, but I'm really looking forward to the days of automated vehicles. There will be far less accidents. I mean, if you have kids, you should be hoping that automation takes over soon, because it's gonna be safer. The F-111 could taxi, take off, fly a bomb mission, land, and taxi all. But see, that's pretty incredible. They're collecting data from real dogfights to make AI-powered F-16s. Oh, interesting. I just don't know when dogfights are going to be. I think those are a thing of the past. I just kind of think they're a thing of the past. I'm kind of surprised it's taking so long, because the advancement of missile technology, it seems like you don't really need to be in a dogfight. Uh-oh, there's my airport. How do I approach this? This way. I need to turn out and line up for this airport. So I need to turn out this way. Is that even gonna work? No. Other way, dude, other way. Most of the comments beyond visual range. Right. It's beyond visual range, and once you lock in with a missile, it's not like people are fighting with machine guns anymore. They're not dogfighting with 50 caliber machine guns. It's really not what's happening. It's been a while. I mean, even over Vietnam, they were shooting each other down with long-range missiles. If they could. right? Oh, NG limits, exactly. Most of air combat is beyond visual range. Very rarely is there a true turn rate furball. Yeah, I think fire dogfights are pretty much, where I understand, it seems to me they are. I haven't heard of a dogfight happening since the what am I trying to think? The Iraq War, Iran-Iraq, the first one's not the one going on now. Yeah, war has very much changed. Now I'm flying a Warbird, and we started talking about war. It's a crazy thing. There we go. Gear down. So the generators do something. I think the biggest thing about Autoland in airliners is that it's not smooth. They haven't got it smooth yet. And people don't like bumpy landings. Even though I just saw an interesting article about how bumpy landings are just because the pilots are going to land the safest way possible. And sometimes that's bumpy. And I was like, oh, that actually makes sense, doesn't it? They're just going to make the safest landing they can, whether it's smooth or not. And in weather, it's not very smooth. Okay, what's going on? There's Red Heron. He's down. Missed his landing. And I am falling to the ground. Don't fall to the ground yet. Got some flaps out. Got some gear down. Got Marco on my tail. Went from muskets to bombing each other in the comforts of the bases, or wherever they do that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wonder if, is there going to be home offices for that? Like, I know they do it at the bases now because it's all top secret stuff. But could you do, I'm sure it could be a work at home situation. You guys are probably ahead of me of that. You've probably all applied. Okay, more flaps. Let's see if I can make my best landing of the day. I think I see the airport. Am I wrong? No, that's it, right? Is that the runway? Jeez, I can't quite tell. Kill this stuff. Is it? Oh, I might be wrong. I might be off. No, it looks like the runway goes over the road. I hope I've got the right runway. Yeah, that's it. Okay. It starts just after the road. How about a big old B-17 flying over you as you drive through the outback in Australia? Wouldn't that be something? Uh-oh. There we go. Float it down. There, that was the best landing of the day. Holy moly, I bragged about it. I bragged that I could do it, and I did it. And I made it. That was one of the first times in a while that the labels actually were a hindrance to my landing. They were actually blocking my view because there's so many awesome geniuses out here. So many awesome pilots. There you go. I don't know why that's so quiet today. What did I do? And slid into home. Very nice. Let me put my brakes on, bring the flaps up. Come on, flaps. Boy, they're slow, aren't they? They're slow. They make any sound. Nope, they're just slow. I still hear the P-38 more than the B-17. All right, and we kill these guys. They don't make a lot of noise either. This and the B-25 are the same in that respect. The shutdown has no audio. There's no audio for the shutdown on either one of these, so I don't know if one is better than the other. They're both different. They're both different. Why is there a dude floating there? That is because the creators of the P-38, the Spitfire, the F-6F, the list goes on, they haven't fixed that problem yet. They have not fixed the problem in multiplayer. Now, that doesn't happen out of multiplayer, but in multiplayer, they have floating people. I think there are some other creators that do. Oh, I love the t-shirt for the P-38. Very nice. You're very welcome, Beethoven. We'll see you. Okay, see you next Sunday, and I'll see everyone who can make it. It does look so silly. See everyone who can make it on Tuesday. Obviously, we'll be checking out a new 365 helicopter. And it's time to switch over to the good stuff now. So here comes. Telling you, my music sounds very quiet. What's going on? It's 100%. All right. Take care, folks. See you Tuesday. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for the chat. Appreciate it. We've got a great scene coming up. Say hello to the next streamer as we raid out. Okay, this will be silly.